Hello everyone, this is an overview video on form event programming using JavaScript in Dynamics 365. In this video, I'll go through giving a quick overview and when should we really be using JavaScript to discuss those scenarios, what are the benefits of using JavaScript, what are the best practices around the use of JavaScript in Dynamics 365, and finally I'll give you one or two code samples to provide the programming background around the use cases. As for me, I'm Yurish Arora. You can reach me at yurisharora.com. So let's get started. JavaScript allows you to manipulate CRM forms and data in real time using lightweight and easy to use syntax. JavaScript in Dynamics 365 is added as a web resource. Form scripting is the primary method to change the behavior of the Dynamics 365 form. We can associate functions with events on the form onload event, onSave event, and onChange event, and there's another one for the tab state change called tab state change event. Now the form event programming allows the developer using JavaScript to customize how Dynamics 365 behaves when user opens a form, changes the data, or click through tabs or save the data. There's another event called onReadyStateComplete event. This event triggers when content of the iframe has loaded successfully. This event can be used while referencing iframe controls within scripts. You can use JavaScript to perform actions in form scripts, command bar, ribbon buttons, and web resources. Now, let's discuss about the key areas where we can use JavaScript in Dynamics 365. So, I've grouped them into three main categories here. So, form events on the first one here. Let me just highlight this one here. So you've got use cases like for data validation. So if you want to perform data validation on entries to ensure there is no invalid data, to alert the users for any data issues, for any automation setting the values. So for example, triggering a lookup of some data based on the entered value of some field, and automatically setting up values of certain fields when the value of another field is set. And then you have process enhancement and enforcement. So you can, for example, have a calculated values based on create a calculated values based on the various field values on the form. And also, general one is to make fields visible, invisible, enabling, disabling based on the various situations. And then you have another category around implementing on a command bar ribbon customizations to implement rules and actions. And you can also implement through web resources for the requirement where you want to say retrieve data from Dynamics 365 Web API using the REST endpoint. So those are the key areas where you could use JavaScript. As for the benefits of using the JavaScript, we can briefly talk about that as well. So again, I've classified into these three categories. So simplified, I guess Dynamics 365 CRM provides a form framework which simplifies the use of JavaScript and its interaction with the Dynamics 365 elements and events. Performance, JavaScript is an interpret language and it runs in client browser, and thus it makes it very it runs very quickly and efficiently. And when combined with the REST endpoints, even the data access and retrieval via the form-based code is pretty fast. Accessibility, JavaScript is the most common programming language in the world, and it can be learned and implemented with very little effort. As JavaScript is an interpreted programming language, no special development tools are needed to write the logic. Okay, so let's talk about the best practices for using JavaScript in Dynamics 365. Now, these are the key best practices areas that one could consider while doing development using JavaScript. So we should try to keep the libraries short and simple. A general rule I like to follow is to try to limit the use of JavaScript as much as possible. I try to use JavaScript only for data validation, hiding, showing fields, small error messages, and so on. So, always try to keep the library short and simple. It will increase performance and also, I guess, overall maintainability as well. Try to limit the number of JavaScript libraries which are on a form. The reason is every time a form loads, the libraries are also loaded. Too many libraries on a form can reduce performance. And also try to keep separate libraries for the form and ribbon. The second point is avoid any unsupported methods. This was very popular with the earlier version of CRM. This point I meant that you have to really be considerate of not using unsupported methods. On the internet, you can find many examples or suggestions that describe using unsupported methods. These may include leveraging undocumented internal function for page controls. These methods may work, but because they are not supported, you can't expect that they will continue to work in the future versions of Dynamics 365 customer engagement, especially in the on-premises environment where you want to make sure your environment going to be upgradable in the future to online. That will be the real area where you have to be really considerate of making sure you use the proper methods, not unsupported methods. Okay, the next one is define unique names for your JavaScript functions. So when you are the only developer for an HTML page, you can easily manage the names of the JavaScript function you use. But in Dynamics 365 customer engagement, say on premises, other solutions may add JavaScript functions to the page where your function is used, and then there could be some problem there. So try to use the unique names for the JavaScript functions. Do not access the DOM is another important thing. JavaScript developers are used to interacting with the document object model DOM elements in code. You might use the window, for example, window.getElement by ID method or jQuery library. You're free to use these technologies in your HTML web resources, but they are not supported to access elements in Dynamics 365 customer engagement, on-premises application, pages, or entity forms. The last one I've got it here is a use of cross-browser JavaScript library for HTML web resource user interface. A cross-browser JavaScript library such as jQuery provides many advantages when developing HTML web resources that must support multiple browsers. JavaScript libraries like jQuery provide a unified development experience for all the browsers supported by Dynamics 365 customer engagement on premises. These capabilities are appropriate when you are using HTML web resource to provide user interfaces. JavaScript libraries like jQuery provide consistent ways to interact with DOM. There are other best practices which I have not listed. Is another one is of using asynchronous data access methods. So when you access data by using Dynamics 365 customer engagement web API web services, always use an XML HTTP request that is configured to execute asynchronously. The reason is that the browser operates on a single thread. If that thread is being used to execute a long running process synchronously, the browser will stop responding. And another one, which is a good best practice, is also try to understand the limitations of CDN libraries. That is content delivery network libraries, especially if you have a scenario of like offline execution. For example, the Outlook client based offline execution of certain things, then the use of CDN libraries, which usually require internet access all the time, could be challenging. Okay, so let's continue. I'll just show in the next area, I'll try to show you some code sample. The two code samples I have included here are mainly for the onload form event and also for the onSave event. So let's briefly talk about what is onload event. So this occurs when Dynamics 365 form has fully loaded. Any number of event handlers can be registered on the onload of form. Each onload event handler will execute depending on its order as specified in form properties. Onload event can be used to perform data pre-population, form layout changes, or interaction with other page elements. So I'll show you a brief code sample here. Um, so in this one here, we have this function called onload, which is taking the execution context parameter from the form itself. So this is the checkbox you enable on the Dynamics 365 form. And then in this code, I'm making, let me just take a marker here. So this is the function we're talking about. Execution context is the input parameter, which is what we're using, and then we're building a form context variable here, and using that one you can display a form level notification as an information here, or I'm also using XRM utility alert dialog to show another piece of code. But this is the area where you can write the code. You have an input execution context input coming as a parameter, and you can utilize that. Okay, let's talk about the next one for the onSave event. This occurs when the user clicks on any one of the three save buttons. It could be save, save and close, or save and new. And essentially when the code forces the form to save. Any number of event handlers again can be registered for onSave of the form. And onSave event can be used for data validation and data manipulation cases. The save operations can be cancelled if the data validation fails. So let's have a quick look of the sample code. So in this case, again, we have the execution context reference available to us. We can make a variable of that, and we can write a code there. In this case, I'm simply displaying an alert dialog using the xrm.utility, but this area you can replace it to any code you want to do that, mainly around the data validation, data manipulation as the key scenarios. Okay, so to conclude, the key areas we have covered today in this video are, I've given a brief introduction of the scope of the JavaScript Dynamics 365. What are the key areas where we can use the JavaScript Dynamics 365, the key benefits of using JavaScript, what are the best practices around the use of JavaScript as a form event programming language in Dynamics 365, and I have also shown you on load and on save based events code samples. So that's all from me. Thanks a lot for watching.